back a little bit. All still getting there. I can see 1, 2. The deep one from the last 12. So think about it. Think about it.
G'day punters, welcome to the MacBet Early Move. We've had a nice couple of weeks off over Christmas and New Year, but we're back previewing the Tab Wave at the Gold Coast this Saturday. I'm your host, James Milner, and joining me, pro punter John Mcleod. John, you've received the call up to bet for the Little Birdie podcast on Millions Day. How are you feeling? Are you nervous or excited?
A bit of both. It's sort of like a bit of a change. You know, you're going to have to be right. There's no point in being wrong, but I suppose that happens all the time. We can't, even when you bet with your own cash, you don't want to be wrong, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely right. And obviously we've got the tipping service running as well. So I'm sure you can already sort of feel the weight of the money anyway that others are following, but it's quite a big scale now. They're expecting about 300K or more in the pot. I think there's only 30,000 in there now, but yeah, we'll see. The sky's the limit there, and thanks to Top Sport for sort of taking everyone on. It's good to see.
Yeah, they're one of the few corporates sort of thing that really want to do something different and try things different, and I salute them for doing it, sort of thing. It's they're a good crew, the Merlians, so it's good.
It's fantastic. And if anyone wants to register, I'll put the links in this post. I know you spoke with Nick Heathcote earlier today on their video, so we won't harp on too much about the live stream, but yeah, very exciting coming up. But yeah, the Wave this weekend, it's race 8 at the Gold Coast on Saturday. It's over 1,800 metres. The rails and the true, and the tracks are good for at the moment. What do you think the track's going to do there?
I think it has to be wet. You know, we're sort of getting showers down here all the time, and they usually get more showers than us, on the coast. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's soft 7, by Saturday, by tomorrow. I'll be surprised if it isn't, but they'll be all just getting away from the fence, coming down the middle of the track. But everyone knows that all the jockeys will be getting away as well. So it'll be just a matter of, those horses well back in the field. They're going to have to, be well ridden, because they're going to have to either switch back into the inferior ground or really just wait their turn and try to come through the pack. So, good jockeys will come to the fore down there, I think. You don't want to be on, the so-so blokes. You want to be on the cream of the crop.
For sure, and the cream of the crop's definitely there. We can see the likes of Craig Williams. Bossy's been up for a while. It's everyone's sort of coming up for the Millions weekend, obviously, which is the weekend after this one. I'll go through the market here. Ballistic Boy heads up the betting at 380. Parady's 420. Frosty Rocks 550. Kerwin's Lane is $10. Profits 11s. Wapiti 14s. Indian Dream is $17, and obviously the rest $18 plus. We'll start with Ballistic Boy, the favourite, coming off 2 wins. It was scratched last start, coming out of gate 5. What do you think of this one, John? We've talked about it plenty of times.
Yeah, I'm against this one. We missed the start the other day by getting down the barriers, and a few things went wrong after that as well. So I think he's just not. This doesn't look right for me. And even the other day we were sort of tipping him. We thought he was about a $4.80 shot, and he was $2.70, but he blew out to $5 even the other day. So I can't see him holding 380. Especially with what's happened last time. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets out to the $5.56 mark, and we've got him actually a little bit longer than that. So happy to bet against him tomorrow.
And what do you think about the stablemate Profit coming from the Anderson stable as well? It's out of barrier 11 with Ryan Maloney on board.
Painful horse to us. I was sort of always in the bracket of thinking Ballistic Boy was a better horse than Profit from the word go.
Okay.
But Profit, he's sort of, Eagle Farmer's not his go. But this track, the breed like the wet, he'll get back. The speed will suit, because Frosty Rocks will roll along pretty quickly in front. And, he's not hopeless in this race. He could turn things around. He's got a good jockey on it. And, he's definitely there. I've got 2 prices here. One is I've got in the market, if I forget about all the maps, which is possible because they could come from anywhere. And
Yep.
if I bring in the map a little bit, well, then he's probably a little bit longer in the market. So just because he gets back so far, so I think he's a chance without, I probably will save on him. I'd say I'll be trying to save on him.
All right, and parody from down south is Obrien Train. Craig Williams is on. That's 440. It's in the market there as well. Do you rate that as a chance?
Definitely going to get into the perfect position up on the speed. The only question mark I do have on this horse is just the last little bit, especially with the race being run so, solidly. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's running second or third. If he sort of half comes out a little bit soft on it, I think that's probably going to help it, because he can then just track into it a bit whenever he wants to. The 1800 is just a little question mark if it's wet and having to chase. So, but I do have him short in the market. He's another saver bet for me, because I'm not 100% on it, sort of thing. So I'm looking to save on it. That's what I'll be doing on it.
Well, we've talked through a couple of savers and ones that you're against. That brings us to your top pick, Wapiti, $13 out of barrier 2. It's got Stewart on board. Why do you like it?
Just got a great hope. I think we were on it a couple of starts ago at Eagle Farm, and he was coming into the race beautifully, and then all of a sudden he just dug his heels in, and I don't know why that was. It might have been Eagle Farm, but last preparation he went good at the Gold Coast. He won a few races down there, beat the 3-year-olds. Last start at Eagle Farm, it was a sprint home race. They walked in front and they sprinted home, and he made ground at the finish. I thought he went better than profits out of that race. And I think from the good gate, he'll probably run about 4th or 5th, and Stewart on. Geez, I think the $13 is way over.
Very nice price, $13. And you had a winner the other week as well in the feature race. Unfortunately, naturally, we had a couple of weeks off, but we finally tracked down the Herobian. Finally.
It was a fairly hard watch, because we went Herobian into Nick over in the exacta sort of thing, but they got there.
$13, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a nice. It was either one or the other. Take the exact or back both of them, and I just didn't see any real value in taking the evens or whatever it was, the Herobian at that time. So I thought the exacta was the right way to go, and it fell well. So nice little result for us.
Great result, and a couple of good winners yesterday as well. We're tracking along really nicely for January. I'll just bring the numbers up here. Yeah, we're 35 units in front in 2021, 24% profit on turnover. Things are going pretty good. Big winner yesterday, 10 units on Brabham at Doomben, 330 got back into like 230 late or something. Or no, it got out to 280, 290. Sorry, I'm thinking of the other one.
Yeah, it come right in, and then they back something else. It was from the Gold Coast, and I just couldn't work out how they backed it. It come in, and then it got out. I think they bet $4 on Betfair at the jump. So it was amazing odds. Just sometimes those wide gates, they scare them off, but it was perfect, because it was the only leader, and he just could take his time just getting over. And it was just a beautiful ride by Nash, and we got the chocolates, which was good, and we had a couple of all-up bets early in the day, which got the chockies as well. And I was sort of a bit lucky to go bang, bang, bang in the all-up, so it was good.
Nice little change. Yeah, stringing a few together in the same day is really good. I saw on the talk with Nick earlier, you talked about one you liked in race 2 back to Saturday on the Gold Coast. You're keen on Miss Hipstar. It's 380, Schweder Train, Cassidy's on board. Why do you like this one?
I just think it's just a nice horse. There's a lot of chinks in the armour of these. The rest of them, Rhapsody Rose, goes okay, but it's definitely not a $3.90 shot. And Ballistic Affairs, he's coming off a Toowoomba win, which, Miss Hipster would have beaten them by probably double what Ballistic Affairs did. Then you've got Elise Through, which you've got to forgive its last run because it was a bit stop-start, but his previous run over a shorter distance was okay without pushing you into it, and I'm sure Miss Hipster would have won that race. And Mischarge, I can't work out how they've got it that short. We've got it about double those odds. He just got checked halfway down the straight but he was only plugging at the time.
Sure.
And Swift Witness, well, he could push. He could go forward, and he's the one that could turn things around. But he's got to find a bit to do that. Blinkers on, that could help. But I just think Miss Hipster, under normal circumstances, the gate could be a little bit of a worry. But I think the way the fence is going to be, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I'd like to see him ride it a little bit quiet. I think the horse will go a lot better. It'll charge the last bit if he rides it a little bit quiet. And I'm not ruling that possibility out. He was able to sit midfield, 3 wide, possibly with a bit of cover and pull out in the middle. You'll see a different horse doing that. She just had to do a few things that are different lately, and she's still winning.
All right, and anyone can log in and see the units on our website. They go up Saturday morning. We do our early sheet, and then the late mail comes through via WhatsApp. But John, if I had to nail you down now on Miss Hipster or Wapiti, which one would you say is the better bet for the punters listening at home?
I miss Hipster because it's I've got it shorter in the market than Wapiti, but Wapiti is $13. That's just crazy odds. I think that's big odds. And Miss Hipster at $4 is out there, or $3.90. That's really good odds as well. I'm not, if you went Miss Hipster into Wapiti the place, I think that's bloody cracker, a little all up.
I was thinking about that, but yeah, if you can get on a Friday afternoon for a little all up like that, just let rip. It'll be a nice little bet.
Yeah, it's a beauty. Yeah.
It's too good. Well, if anyone wants to get our stuff, head to macbet.com.au and subscribe, or send us a message, email, whatever. We'll get back to you and answer your questions. Follow our Twitter at MacBet Tips. We'll be very active there over the next couple of weeks, especially with millions. I'll probably annoy everyone with my tweets, get a bit excited, but that's okay. We're up and about for the live stream, so it'll be really, really good. But yeah, too good, John. Thanks.
Looking forward to it. All right, James.
Fantastic. Talk to you soon. Cheers.